Welcome to TechGen, where we explore the latest technology, innovative gadgets, and smart buying guides to help you make informed tech decisions. Looking for a compact bass amp that delivers enough power for practice, rehearsals, and small performances? Is the Fender Rumble 40 V3 worth your money? How do 40 watts, the overdrive circuit, and mid-scoop contour switch translate into real-world bass tone? I've added a link below where you can check the latest price, current offers, and availability. The Fender Rumble 40 V3 is a 40-watt bass combo amplifier designed for bassists who want a compact setup with plenty of tonal flexibility. It combines a 10-inch speaker with Fender's Rumble voicing, making it a practical option for bedroom practice, rehearsals, recording, and smaller playing environments. At the heart of the amplifier is a 10-inch Fender Special Design speaker driven by 40 watts of power. For a bassist, wattage isn't simply about making the amp louder. It also gives you enough output to produce a fuller bass response and maintain a strong presence when you're playing alongside other musicians. The 10-inch speaker is also a useful middle ground. It's compact enough to keep the amplifier manageable while giving the low frequencies of a bass guitar enough speaker area to sound substantial. The Rumble 40 V3 features a straightforward control layout with gain, bass, low-mid, high-mid, treble, master volume, and overdrive controls. This gives you direct access to the core parts of your bass tone. The bass control lets you emphasize or reduce the low-end foundation, while the low-mid and high-mid controls allow you to shape the frequencies that determine much of your bass's character and presence in a mix. The treble control then lets you add definition and brightness. If you're enjoying this review so far, consider giving the video a quick like. It really helps support the channel. One of the most interesting features is the built-in overdrive circuit. Instead of requiring a separate distortion pedal, you can add driven character directly from the amplifier. This is particularly useful for rock, blues, punk, alternative, and other styles where a little grit can make the bass sound more aggressive and prominent. The overdrive controls let you determine how much driven character you want, so you can move from a relatively clean bass sound toward a much more aggressive tone. The amplifier also includes Fender's contour switch, which creates a mid-scooped EQ character. When activated, it reduces certain mid-frequencies while emphasizing the perception of lows and highs. In practical terms, this can produce a more modern, powerful, and polished bass sound. It's particularly useful when you want a broader, more hi-fi character rather than a traditional mid-forward bass tone. The Rumble 40 also includes a bright switch, which adds additional high-frequency presence. This can be useful when you're playing a bass with darker pickups or when you want more articulation from fingerstyle or pick playing. For practice, the amplifier features an auxiliary input, allowing you to connect an external audio source and play along with music. This is a particularly useful feature for bassists learning songs. You can play a backing track through the amplifier while practicing bass lines over it. There's also a headphone output, allowing you to practice privately without sending the amplifier's sound through the room. For musicians who record, the Rumble 40 V3 also provides a balanced XLR line output, making it possible to send the amplifier's signal directly to a mixing console or recording interface. That means the same amplifier can work as part of a home recording setup as well as a practice rig. The Rumble 40 V3 weighs approximately 18 pounds, making it relatively easy to move compared with larger bass cabinets. Its dimensions are approximately 17.91 inches wide, 16.93 inches high, and 11 inches deep. That compact format makes it easy to place in a bedroom, rehearsal space, studio, or smaller stage setup. Compared with smaller bass practice amps, the Rumble 40 gives you more output and a larger 10-inch speaker. And compared with larger bass combos, its compact footprint makes it much easier to transport and store. For bassists searching for a Fender Rumble 40 V3 review, best bass amp for practice, 40-watt bass amplifier, Fender bass amp with overdrive, bass amp with XLR output, or compact bass combo, the Rumble 40 V3 is definitely worth considering. With its 40-watt output, 10-inch speaker, overdrive circuit, mid-scoop contour switch, bright switch, 3-band plus mid-EQ controls, auxiliary input, headphone output, and balanced XLR output, the Fender Rumble 40 V3 delivers a versatile platform for bass players. Whether you're practicing at home, rehearsing with a band, recording bass, or preparing for a small performance, the Rumble 40 V3 gives you the controls and connectivity needed to shape your sound and keep your setup compact. Thanks for watching TechGen. If you found this review helpful, be sure to subscribe for more tech reviews, comparisons, and buying guides. See you in the next video.